Oh yeah, Loop Hero. Select save slot. Empty, empty, or empty. Let's go empty. The stars in the sky are going out one by one. But no one notices it. No one can stop it. I'm racing to the last place where there is still hope. I need to make it before it is too late. The sounds of agony will quickly fade. The world will be destroyed. Even the memory of it will be gone. And even if there is absolutely no chance of bringing it all back, there will always be someone who is willing to do the impossible. In a place without space, without time, without memories. Where am I? I can't see anything except this path. My head is killing me. I remember only a skeleton with a staff up in the sky. This darkness was coming from him. Did he destroy everything around here? Just standing here won't do me any good, I guess. To change between adventure and planning, press the switch. Right-click or space. Hope I'll be able to find some shelter before nightfall. If night still even exists without the sky, that is. Pay attention to the day progress bar at the top of the screen. New enemies will usually appear at the end of the day. Continue your journey by changing the game mode. A living ball of slime. Quite a nuisance. They digest anything they can. Hey, I remember this creature. Maybe I just need to freshen up my memory and everything will go back to normal. Traveling, fighting, and most other actions are done automatically. I can't affect them directly. It's hard to fight with your bare hands. I think there's an undigested weapon in the remains of that thing. Have a weapon. There was a grove nearby. Are these even my memories, or do they belong to that slime? I've placed a grove. It will spawn a rat wolf every 2 days. And they can move to adjacent tiles. Forest rat wolf. I was right. Some emotional stress, a few vivid images, and a bit of adrenaline, and I'll forget it all like a bad dream. I mean, I'll remember it all like a bad... Damn it. Good thing nobody heard that. More evasion. Forest. A thick forest. Nobody knows who or what could be lurking inside. It makes you a bit nervous. Attack speed goes up by 1%. Get more for adjacent rocks or mountains, so I want to place it somewhere where I can get adjacency. There's a mountain over there and a forest over here. The world's almost back. The branches and stones in my backpack are a sure sign of that. Some of your actions will yield resources that you will need later on, but not right now. Okay. Okay. I think it's time I get some rest. The game itself is a journey on a looped path. Oh, that's why it's called Loop Hero. Only you will decide when it's time for the hero to return to the camp. Either you or the fangs and claws of your enemies, of course. You can retreat almost any time, but a special animation will let you know when it's safer to do so. Retreat! It's cold and dark here. A small fire can solve both of these problems. Let's build a camp. Congratulations, you have beaten this annoying tutorial. Now you can start your first expedition, or not, do as you wish. This skeleton is my nemesis, it seems. This path, everything is wrong. But I remember, it looks like a completely different place. And it's empty again. Do my actions have any meaning? Like I have a choice. I need to give up and cry to save the world. If I need to give up and cry to save the world, I am the worst savior of all. Let's do it. Nothing wrong with getting in touch with your emotions, protagonist. Spawns a chest on an adjacent tile each loop. Enemies on the tiles around it can become ghosts when they die. This is worse. Can I discard? No. It's like a rock, but it's really big. That's going to be the best coverage I can get. 4 tiles, 5 tiles, ooh, 7 tiles. Go right there. Grove. Oh, no. Getting the bad armor. Some of that bad armor. Oblivion erases any established tiles, erases monsters from the road. Don't need that right now. These circles mean something, and I can't remember what that is right now. Oh yeah, I got Oblivion. Gonna go do a persuasion wheel thing. Mountain Peak. A stone giant could support the sky itself if it weren't already gone. More max HP. Spawns a harpy every 2 days. It's fine. What could go wrong? The lockpicking is extremely good in Oblivion. I will completely agree with that. I think that it took a step back when it went for the more Fallout style, rotated around the thing. I could get rid of the goblin camp, because I'm not sure I'm strong enough to take on goblins, if we can be honest with each other. A meadow. Heals 2 HP at the start of every day. You know what? That sounds really good. It sounds really good, actually. Do I retreat? Not quite yet. We're gonna try one more loop. We just got some cool sword and shield. Stop! Where did these goblins come from? I don't remember remembering you. We remembered ourselves. Now give us all your things. You have no idea what's going on, right? Why don't you help me restore order in this world first? You can do everything you want when I'm done. Goblin must rob. No other order in the world. Fair enough. Guess I didn't have any good objection to that. Oh wait, I do have one. How about combat? It's strange how these creatures appeared here on their own. Maybe it means everything is actually not so bad, and the world is trying to restore itself. That or even the apocalypse isn't enough to get rid of some pests. I'm 7% of a vampire now. This treasure chest might be reborn as a ghost. Pure damage. We're just gonna keep going with what we've got. Spawns a skeleton? How exciting. It's such better defense. But the other stuff is also good. So we're going to try leaving it as it is. Oh, this is going to be a rough fight, though. No. What do you mean, no? You want to save the world. You want to ask for help. Our answer is no. How did you... But why no? We see far away. We see deep inside. For a long time, there has been an emptiness instead of the sky. But it doesn't stop us from seeing. Your saving of the world is one-sided and naive. Each person sees their own way to save the world. That's why no one will ever join you. Fine, I don't fully understand it, but tell me your version. How do you see saving the world? By my progeny and kin, may they live and be strong. May they join the cycle of life and death. That is life. That is the world. I will kill you and feed your flesh to my starving younglings. And life will go on. And how many lives can your blade prolong as you kill again and again? Only one. I don't want you to die, and I don't want your children to die of hunger. Please, try to see reason. If my mission succeeds, the Harpies can have all the sky and all the hunting grounds they need. I can't feed my children with your beautiful words. Farewell. I feel awful. By fixing one evil, I'm causing another. There's no home for Harpies except in the highest mountains, but there's no food there. I can't even imagine how they managed to survive if their mountains were cut off from reality. It's a bad sword. If I wanted a bad sword, I could use a bad sword. It's a bad axe. A treasury. Use a random basic resource after placing anything on an empty tile around it. It must be surrounded by empty space when you build it. Ace of Clubs? Thanks for the raid. How's it going? This Ace raid will fight all generations. Incredible. What were you up to on your stream over there? We're doing a little loop hero over here. Is this here roll blue? Yes, because it's near a goblin camp? I'm not sure. Do I do another loop? My HP's pretty good. Ah, yeah. Sometimes you need to take a break. And it's good to take a break. But I hope the Pokemon was good while it lasted. We may retreat here. I played it back when it first came out, and I didn't get super far, so I'm interested to see what of my memory holds up in it. Do we do another loop? I think that's the real central question. Is do we do another loop or not? I think we'll retreat. I think we'll retreat and keep our resources. A moment too late, Minty. I think you may be correct, but I can't believe it. Hey everybody, the boy managed to return. Survivors, does this mean I'm not alone anymore? Where did you come from? Is there still a place without darkness? We don't know where we came from. That or we can't remember. These few people are all that's left of our group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We reached that conclusion based on the abandoned luggage and leftover daily rations. Each day we see the signs of other people's presence around us. But as far as we know, they don't exist and never did. It's like we forgot them. Forgot them? Exactly. It's as if people are disappearing every day, and we instantly forget they existed. Just like we forgot where we came from. And our families. Maybe even ourselves. Yeah, Minty, there was a pretty bad lag spike on my end during Goat Simulator. And I think the stream is still trying to figure out what's going on with that. Extremely possible that it's a result of that. My name is Yota. That much I still remember. Everyone else's memories are not much better. That's why I remember so little about myself. Everything is forgotten. But wait, you said I managed to return? That means you remember I was here. Yes, that's why it's so important to us. We saw you leave, but you were gone before we could approach you. Listen, we can't keep wandering in this emptiness anymore. There's a campfire here, and enough space for a few sleeping bags. A real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Of course you can say. I'd be very grateful if we could team up. I want to put everything right. I'm only beginning to remember the world as it was before. But there's no point to it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remember the world? I don't get what you're talking about. I'm too exhausted. But we'll be glad if you could help us. and we'll be glad to help you. Yeah, the character art, extremely good. I don't even know how I would classify the style. It's pixel art, but it's doing some like steampunk-ish elements in her design, almost sort of kinda. It's very good. I like it. I can say that with confidence. And then he's just a knight with a funky little hat. I'm here for it. Just don't ask us to follow you out there. I don't know how you managed to return, but for us, leaving the group it's too dangerous. I will ask no such thing of you. For now, I just want to have a place to return to. A place where I can hear other people's voices. We weren't joking about helping you. Here are the few things that survived the cataclysm and don't vanish. Don't become forgotten. Take it. You might need it. Resources. Ongoing time. I haven't been killed yet. Amazing. Alright, I can build a field kitchen, which increases the campfire's healing ability. Do you know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? The food made by a good cook is tastier. Yeah, there's a filter, a CRT filter on it that you can actually toggle on and off, which I can show once we're done with this conversation. Though it won't show it for the character art. What? You were waiting for something more elaborate? Sometimes the truth is very simple. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special. What do you mean nothing special? You have potatoes. Everything is very simple. But give me a few minutes, and everyone in this camp will be running to my table, following the tasty smell of a good stew. Options menu. The CRT shader. So if we continue, I don't think I can get character menu to pop up. It's not a big thing, but it does change the look just a little bit. Got the lines, sort of gives it a little bit of a curve. I think it's neat. All right. Yeah, this game, there are some games where you can tell they've put in a lot of love to make it what it is, and this is certainly one of them. +9 evasion ring, a beacon that increases movement speed. I want to cover as many as I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $11. I missed one. Yeah, that's a good spot. Spider cocoon. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, I appreciate that it's not just, hey, it's pixel art because old games looked kind of like this, so we're gonna do it. It's a very intentional use of the form, and I appreciate that. Let's go right there. Let's put a beacon right there. Let's start building a mountain. Hang out with the harpies some more. So the general objective of this game is you're building up a loop for your hero, get it, to travel along. Because your ultimate goal is to make your hero survive long enough to fill up the map completion bar to bring the boss into the camp tile. You can also, at the end of a loop, say, I don't think that this build is going very well. I'm going to go ahead and retreat and take resources that are gathered when you place some tiles, and that will give you resources to help build up your camp, which boosts your ability to do these loops. Getting some overlap here. We're getting some good coverage from the beacons, honestly. What do you know about the beacon? It's 4 tiles. That's 3 new tiles. Let's go right there. Two slimes. That's a pretty good ring. That's a pretty good ring. That's not a very good ring. There's some armor. Battlefield spawns a chest on an adjacent tile each loop. Enemies on the tiles can become ghosts. Let's go right here. Right here. Equivalent shield. Rock next to the mountain. Vampire mansion. Oh, do I want to fight vampire? Let's fight vampire. That overlaps with that. I'm wondering if that's a little clue. There are some interesting interactions for some of the tiles when you place them next to each other. Like with the rocks and mountains merging to become a big mountain where the harpies can come from. And I sure don't remember all of them, so. Slightly better shield. Slightly better armor. Treasure chest. Much better shield. Treasury. Double up the grove. Why not? This slime might become a ghost. It didn't. Not as good of a ring. Cemetery. Ooh, I think cemetery and vampire does some stuff. Back off, human. A vampire, where are your lands? If your farmers need help, I would be glad to offer it. No more lands. No more flock. Only hundreds of years of emptiness. And hundreds of years of hunger. Save yourself while you still can. I don't know long I can keep my head straight. What hundreds of years are you talking about? Your mind is easy to trick, but you can't trick my hunger. It demands its fill. Every sip, every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I'm too weak, but you can help me, and I will set this crumbled world right. That's right. I'm doing this not just for myself, but for everyone, in the name of the greater good. So be grateful for my hard work and just let me bleed you dry. Should be okay. Vampires often owned lands. They kept the peace and helped our settlements prosper. But this won't do it all. Now they're just pale shadows of their former selves, both physically and mentally. Apparently blood of their creatures, other creatures can't sustain them. I do like the idea of, like, a vampire being the ethical, effectively, landlord. 'Cause it's like, listen, my lifespan is much longer than most folks. I have a better perspective on things. I just need some blood from your farm animals and, you know, a little bit of shiny treasure now and then, and I'll make sure no one comes and messes with you, because if they come and mess with you, I'm going to mess them up because I'm a vampire. I think that makes a lot of sense. Vampires, you make a lot of sense. Vampire lords. He wasn't joking about the hunger. Even the creatures around him were imbued with the power to drain someone else's life. For 3 easy payments of 2 pints of blood, you can till this land to your heart's content. You know, there are worse deals out there. There are significantly worse deals out there. Oh, I think these circles. So there's a filled circle, a half-filled circle, and an empty circle. I think that is... Filled circle means it can be placed on the path. Half-filled means it can be next to the path. Empty means it cannot be near the path, I think. Oh, I got a really good sword. Why did I not have that equipped? Because I wasn't paying attention to that. Spider cocoon. Let's double up on spider cocoon. Let's just have this be a place for spiders. Mountain Peak, that's the name. A meadow. I believe I want this next to a battlefield, so it will be a blooming meadow. Treasure. That's a fancy shield. I can get more defense or the evasion. I think the more defense is better. I'm not sure, but we're going to go for it. beacon bumps up my speed, which I like. You're gonna fight me again? Yeah, you're gonna fight me again. Oh, goodness. Vampire turned into a ghost. I defeated the ghost. We'll deal with that in a moment. The armor, pure damage, damage to all, or defense, regeneration per second, and evasion. Ooh. Both good. I'm gonna go with the more defensive one because I think my damage output is pretty good after getting that cool sword. Pure damage up to... I think pure damage is like not affected by armor. Not sure though. Yeah, I think that ring is better. Oh, I've got things. Hold on. I don't want there to be too many spiders here, please. A not as good sword. Yeah, goblin camp. We're gonna keep going. We got some pretty good equipment, and we're gonna see how far we can ride this. A new ring. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. And a better sword. Cemetery. Spawns a skeleton every 3 days. Spot is kind of barren. That is good. Not as good. Another cemetery. Just stack up some cemeteries. See if that does anything worth talking about. Meadow. Slime is carrying a bunch of stuff. Oh. If I completely encircle the treasury, I remember it unlocks some stuff. So I'm gonna hold on to this mountain and not quite unlock it yet. You know what? No. It unlocks the gargoyles. And I got another treasury. My goodness gracious. "7% vampirism is pretty good. The pure damage is also pretty good. Yeah, let's get the evasion. It's sort of a toss-up there. Alright, this one is worse. Oh, it has the vampire. No, we're gonna stick with this ring. And hope just hitting hard is gonna be a worthwhile strategy. That one didn't bloom. Interesting. Is that a mimic? Was that a gosh darn mimic? This is a broken longsword, which does about 4 less damage per swing, but it increases my defense and my health regeneration. And for these reasons, we have to equip you. That sounds good. I got another Oblivion. I think it does have to be directly adjacent. Oh, defense and evasion down, but that max HP boost. Yeah. Now we'll stick with what we got. Do it. Do it. Let it ride. Let's see what happens if we let it ride. Oh, that's such a good damage boost. Okay, these vampires are gonna fight it out. Is that what I'm gonna do? Yeah. Is that going to add 2 vampires here? I don't know yet. I may have just made a pretty big mistake. Here's Cemetery Row. Attack speed up 24%. I think so. I think so, actually. No. No, I think that is better. That's definitely not. Yeah. The other thing, the other system I haven't talked about so much is when my inventory is full, the bottom thing gets discarded and becomes an item for the camp. So we should maybe see that right here, except it didn't drop anything. Oh, that's good. Well, that's a good armor. That's not a great sword. More regeneration per second. Nah. Let's open that vault. Oh goodness. Oh goodness, I might be in trouble. I might be in trouble right here. Defense, evasion, no. Defense, counter, vampirism. And I might be in trouble not so much for that fight, but for the ones that are to come. Although it's just... Yeah, I had to do that. I had to obliviate. My way out of trouble. Alright. Now I've almost filled up this gauge, but I also got my health pretty low that last time. And so I am going to retreat with all these goodies. Another success. You've returned and we still remember you. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's good to be back, but I'd hardly call it a success. My old memories of the world were gone. The path was empty again, and there was only darkness everywhere I looked. Interesting. So, technically, you remembered that you forgot something. We could find a way to use that. Let's talk about something more positive. We managed to tidy this place up. Time for the next step. What do you have in mind? Expanding the camp. We have people with all sorts of skills, from the cook to the alchemist, but each needs a place to work. However, we can't build anything with the local materials. If you find a branch or a rock, turn away for a second and it's gone. I'm afraid only you can solve this problem. The materials that survive your trips always look suitable for building. But those are just pebbles and splinters. How can you build anything with them? Curious, huh? I realized it when I saw your campfire. The things you find seem to spread stability to similar materials and things. It's only a little change, but it's still something. Even a small branch is enough to make a wooden fence exist without constant oversight. Let's see. So I can't build anything this time. I would need food supply, which means getting some more rations to form food supplies, which would give me the herbalist's hut, or some stable metal from some scrap metal, which would eventually give me a smithy or a gymnasium. Refuge is going to take a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff up here that I can't even read about yet. What would it cost to upgrade this? I am nowhere close. Okay. Alright, I think this one, we go for it. We go for it all. Now here's the thing. I can build the deck that I'm going to be drawing from. The Blood Grove, a living forest. It preys on wounded occupants of the tiles around it. It may spawn something dreadful from their remains. Chrono crystals. Crystals that are able to refract not only the light of the rising sun, but the passage of dawn itself. Doubles the effect of a day's passing on the tiles around it. Like for a meadow, that might be interesting. And you can see over here, 6 to 2, it has to be in that range. So I could take out Spider Cocoon and Vampire Mansion, but I couldn't also take out Battlefield. No, I think... And I can't have both of these because that goes over my overall max. Let's try Blood Grove. Let's see how Blood Grove do. This is the loop we're working with this time. Going clockwise, correct. Indeed we are. It's a little bit of a weird shape, so the beaconing is going to be trickier. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 might be as good as I can get. 5, 5. That's 7. We'll go there. Slightly better armor. The cards have not been all that kind to me so far. It's a better sword. Sure, why not? Vampire with the rat wolf. Don't talk to me or my slime ever again. Equivalent sword. A sword that is equivalent. Another meadow. Oh. Does this do anything? Yes. It just needs to be adjacent to a non-meadow. I think. and it'll bloom, which makes it 1 tick more effective. Oh, hold on to the meadow for now. Definitely keep going. Once I get a rock, I will place it there. That's a spider cocoon. And you know what? That's okay. I think it'd be pretty neat if I got good a good shield. Hello, good shield. That is helpful. There's a battlefield. There's a rock. Battlefield we're gonna place right here. Grove. Sort of a whole lot of nothing going on in the southern region. Yeah. Hopefully this treasure chest is going to give me some useful equipment. That's what I've been missing, is actually useful equipment. There we go. There we go. First up, spider cocoon. Do I have a good place for meadow? I have a great place for meadow. Spider cocoon can go right here. So why does that highlight when I mouse over here, I wonder? Anyway. Pure damage, damage to all vampirism. Yes, please. Another vampire mansion. A mountain. We'll do that. I don't want the vampires to have too much territory, because vampires get tough. And it is part of the balance is you want enemies that are going to challenge you, but you don't want enemies that are going to destroy you. Place a mountain, I'm going to get Goblin Camp. And that's okay, I just need to be aware that that's what's going to happen. Interesting. Oh dear. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry for the big noise from me running my knuckle into my mic stand. I hope someday you can forgive me. Bink, correct. I did the bink bonk. I've been found out. Should have held that for a second. Yeah. Attack speed? Oh, I finally have a ring. Whew, on my third loop, I finally have a ring. This could be very bad. Yes. I don't think that's better. That's better. That's not better. 6 defense, it might be better. Yeah, I think it is better, actually. Spoke too soon. 2 cemeteries. Oh, that's a good ring. That ring is going to help us run quite a bit. 2 of them. A grove. A grove. That's a lot. This could be bad. 8% evasion? I don't think it's quite worth it for the 50 HP hit. Oh, a good weapon. The good weapon is worth it. Spider cocoon. Nope. I mean, I said we're writing this one all the way, I believe, and I'm going to stick by that. Because I'm wrapping up with this. Spider cocoon. Just build up a massive spider cocoon. Oh, yes. Damage and vampirism. Nope. Nope. Oh, I can only have one. Okay. Only allowed one mountain peak. You're welcome, Bloodgrove. I hope you enjoy this tasty treat I provided for you. Know what would be great? 2 Bloodgroves. Oh. A Bloodgrove that has lost its connection with the forest, in constant agony because of its irrational existence, occasionally attacks the hero. 17 damage. Devours enemies that have less than 20% HP left. Interesting, I'll say. More spiders. Rightel.
Rightel just subscribed.
Thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. Thank you for dunking the chort. Oh dear. It's such a feeling to see a fight that you're afraid is going to go bad and have absolutely nothing you can tangibly do about it. Looks like we'll be okay for this one, just barely. But that was a rough setup. I say just barely. We were actually plenty fine. This jerk refuses to take a hit, though. The number of spiders. The sheer volume of spiders. Yeah, there's another goblin camp. Yeah, the attack speed and vampirism is a good combo. And so I don't want to replace that. That's good. That's a bunch more vampirism. Open up the treasury. Get a bunch of stuff. And also occasionally spawn a gargoyle. What could go wrong? So much. Place that, then the Bloodgrove. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to fight a whole bunch of spiders in here. Another treasury. So we need to keep placing cards until this map completion bar fills up. That is our current need. Rock right there. Meadow right here. Is this ring good? No, not as good. This might do me in. This could easily do me in. Rage once an ally dies. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, gotta bump up that max HP. Okay. Ooh, you hit hard, huh, Skellington? That's some good defense. I can't say no to that defense. I lose attack speed and regen for counter. I don't need that. I lose 6 defense for... Yeah. Let's open the treasure. Yeah. I don't even agree with all these choices I'm making, but I'm making them. You know? Vampire's gonna give me trouble. Please pick a target. Okay. Attack speed and the regen, I think. I do think I need to drop some Oblivions, yeah. Oh, that's a good sword. Oh, that's a good sword. Now the rat wolves are not very tough, so I'm not super worried about them. I think I can take another vampire, but I'm not sure. So this, I believe, is going to reduce my boss map completion gauge. Yeah, just a little bit though. That's fine. And I'll bump it back up. Okay. Adjacency bonus for the meadow. Gotta place the vampire mansion for the map completion at some point. We're gonna hold on to it for now. Counter up. No. Ooh, that's so much more max HP though. Versus 12% counter. Yeah. Oh, the pure damage outweighs that. Okay. Goblin camp. Battlefield. Road lantern. Despawned one of those, which is good. Let's put a vampire mansion behind where I was. I think I just need one more and I'll fill up the gauge. See? I think I need one more. Probably should have Oblivion this. Probably should have Oblivion this fight. Turned out okay. There we go. Lich's Palace. And that just makes the fights go faster. That doesn't actually help me. Mountain will help me. My health is so low. My health ought to be piloting, captaining the Millennium Falcon. Because it is so low. I may not even make it to the boss fight, y'all. Oh, that day could not have waited much longer. Rock is going to help me a little bit. I think once I get past this beacon, which is keeping the battle size somewhat manageable, I think I'm just Dunstan checks in. Yeah, no. You've died in battle. Death does not favor the fallen, but it made a little exception for you. Keep 30% of all resources found. Take all. Oh, I would need a thing, I think. Yeah. It was a rough start, and it started to come together towards the end. But just not quite. Just not quite there. I'm alive? But how? Thanks to us. A small group of us dragged you back here. It wasn't easy. How did you fight off all those monsters? They nearly killed me. That's also interesting. Many of them were vanishing right before our eyes. Some we managed to avoid. But I think most of the monsters were gone before we left the camp. I think your trips are deeply connected to your memory, my friend. It all fades away as soon as you space out for long enough. Can't quite build a new thing. I don't think I can upgrade that. Nope. Okay. That unlocked Blood Grove. This is a very neat, very fun game. I'm very glad it's on Game Pass because I think it's a very good fit for something that you try out and it's like, oh, I'll give this a shot, and then either you like it or you're like, this isn't for me. Both are completely valid. But yeah, it's worth a shot. There's a lot of little depth to it, which I enjoy. Or to say that more precisely, because it may have sounded like a backhanded insult, which it wasn't meant to be. There are a lot of little small things you can do that change how the game plays, and I'm sure there are plenty that I have not uncovered yet. That make it so it's not just, oh, I'm doing this thing over and over again. Yeah, simplistic but system stack. That's a better way to put it. Thank you. And yeah, that's what's new on Game Pass this week.